y'all. I'm right here in my Florida room outside my Carnivore Comfort Cuisine kitchen. My name is Reen Williams. Reen's my name, Joy's my game, even when it comes to carnivore. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a visual learner. And years ago, I used to help my daughter with her history lessons in high school, making a little flip chart to help her retain the knowledge. And I know there's so many new folks changing from ketovore to carnivore, and they have so many questions about what to do, what not to do. So I thought I'd make a quick little easy chart that I use for myself with the Carnivore Comfort Cuisine in my kitchen. So, Carnivore Comfort Cuisine, if it flies, swims, or walks, or did, that's what we're going to be eating, folks. Meat and meat products is what's on this whole list of carnivore choices for you. Now, meat, what kind of meat, you ask? Well, what does a cow make? A cow makes all kinds of beef and also a good cow's milk, but you can have chicken, lamb, bison, beef jerky, bone marrow, organ meat, and that's all kinds of organ meats, whether it's chicken or beef. I personally love to fry up chicken livers in bacon, and beef liver is just so quick and easy with some garlic, salt, and pepper, slap it in the pan with some bacon grease, just fry it long enough to have that pink turn, and it's ready to go. But also pork, turkey, veal. Beef, though, is the most nutrient dense and recommended as the best choice, but there are so many others under the category of meat. Now, fats. This is where it gets good, folks, because you can have all the fat you want. And I love fat. There's lard, there's butter, and there's ghee. Now let's stop right there for a moment. What's the difference between butter and ghee? Ghee is rendered butter. And when I cook with it in the pan, as opposed to just eating it, ghee is preferred because it does not burn in the pan. And you know how butter, when it burns, you could have a mess on your hands. Duck fat, a lot of people are frying, well, in the other world, I notice they're frying their French fries in duck fat, but not us. And beef tallow, which is, beef tallow is good to cook with as well as use on your skin, and I do that too. My cleansing products that I use for my skin is all beef tallow based. Anyway, not to get off the subject, but let's move along to dairy. There's so many options in dairy. You've got kefir, cheese, heavy cream, full-fat yogurt, eggs, sour cream, full-fat milk. And I prefer raw dairy. I have a dairy farm nearby. I have to drive about 45 minutes to go get it. But I believe in raw dairy because it has enzymes. It assimilates better. Now, there's a difference between goat milk and cow's milk. Cow's milk has bigger fat globules that have a harder time penetrating through our blood vessels. Goat milk has the smaller fat, and that's why it assimilates better. And, it's got the closest chemical composition to breast milk in mothers. My grandchildren were raised practically on goat's milk, along with mother's milk, but they were never sick a day in their life, is all I can say, and that's kind of like proof in the pudding. So anyway, raw dairy is the best if you have the opportunity to get it. I make no disclaimers about it, except that that's what I use. And if you prefer to try it, I would try it because there is night and day difference in the taste. It's like what you buy in the store and what you get at the farm. It's just like, woohoo, two different worlds. So fish is unlimited. Trout, sardines. A lot of people do the sardine fast that you may have heard of, but herring, shrimp, mackerel, halibut, salmon, tuna, lobster, oysters, and I would even say, clams, and did they say scallops on there? It's just, people think meat is so limiting, but it's really not, because there's so many different ways you can combine meat. If you miss carbs, I've been discovering how to make egg noodles and use eggs to make bread. That is a marvelous substitute. If you haven't tried cloud bread yet, you're in for a treat, trust me. Now, what other things, let me say, in my own personal carnivore comfort cuisine choices, I believe in using herbs and seasonings. And the reason is because herbs are more than just for flavor. They have real medicinal therapeutic value. I've been studying them for 40 years. I've been using them for 40 years. I have an herb garden out back right now, and I'm not going to stop using herbs. And anything to make it tastier. I believe the pros outweigh the cons. because herbs are not a vegetable. They're not a side dish. They are simply a little dash of magic to improve the flavor and the health of your body. So there you have it with Carnivore Comfort Cuisine, incorporating seasonings and herbs. So other things are salt, and like I said, the herbs. Pork rinds are always great for a munchy treat when you want something. Bone broth. Bone broth is such a great asset to the list of your carnivore diet food, because you can just heat up a mug in the morning, drink it just like it is. That's good. You can crack an egg in it and swirl it around. You've got egg drop soup. You can make the egg noodles and make, chicken dumplings. Any way you want to do it, there's just so many possibilities. So that's just a quick synopsis of what all is encompassed in your choices for comfort cuisine, carnivore diet food. And I hope you learned a little bit. It took me years to wrap my brain around this whole concept and about all the benefits, which I will go into the benefits at another video to tell you about all the healing possibilities that I have actually seen people do a change in their diet, whether it's for their heart health or their sugar or their autoimmune diseases, their bones, your hair, everything changes and everything becomes wonderful. And it's all about going down the road to sparkling health and happiness. That's what I want, and I think you do too. I'm so glad you joined me in my kitchen or my Florida room today to just learn a little bit more about the wonderful world of carnivore. All right, y'all, don't forget to subscribe, but most of all, have a heavenly day. Love ya.